If you are going to start fish farming today as a new beginner, you will be wondering which equipment or which materials you must have in order to run a successful fish farm. If you are one of those, you are in the right video. In this video, I'm going to take you through the essential equipment that you need for a successful fish farm. I will let you know those that are compulsory or those that you must have, and those that they will help you run a successful farm. But if you don't have them, you can still produce your fish. But having them will help you. I will differentiate all that for you. And at the end of the day, I'm going to give you a bonus or something to take home. So make sure that you watch to the end in order not to miss this opportunity. If you are new to the channel, my name is Abdulaziz Issa. All we do in this channel is to share fish farming tips based on our experience and research. So let's dive in details. I will first talk about the equipment that you must have to run a successful fish farm. First and foremost is the fish pond or fish tank. You can call it pond or tank. The fish pond is a container or is the item that houses the fish. In other words, it is where the water is in there and the fish are in the water swimming or living. All know that water is life when it comes to fish farming. So the pond are in different types. We have the earthen pond, we have the concrete pond, we have the tarpaulin pond, we have the plastic pond, we have a glass pond, and others. Depending on how you want to start your farm and the purpose of your production, that will help you to choose the type of pond that you use. For instance, if you are going to run the farm as ornamentalist, in other words, for beautification, maybe either in a restaurant you want to do point and kill, or you're in a hotel you want to display the beauty of the nature or the fish, or at your home or at your office or whatever. In other words, you're keeping it there for beautification. Now you may consider glass pond, where it is transparent for the fish to be swimming and it is beautiful. For instance, if you're using kwai, where they have so many colors and people enjoy them, you may go for glass pond. But if you're going to do your farm for commercial, it means that you need to consider other types of ponds and not glass pond. You can consider tarpaulin, earthen, concrete. But before you even choose, let me differentiate them for you. I want to break everything down, that you will know the best one to choose. I'll give you their advantages and disadvantages. For instance, if you're going for earthen pond, it means that you want to start a very big pond. Because earthen pond, at least you must have an acre of land. Though you must just have a small earthen pond. But earthen pond is difficult or cannot be grown at the backyard. Yes, it cannot be grown at the backyard. You may try so, but it has a lot of disadvantages. Mosquitoes breeding, that will disturb you at the home. Probably if you have children, they are likely to fall in there. There are a lot of disadvantages. So if you are going to start your farm at the backyard, or even not even just at the side, considering tarpaulin or concrete at the beginner is what I will advise. With the tarpaulin, you can easily mold it to the shape that you want. You can measure the site or where you want to put it and mold it to fix there. You can always fold it at any time if you want to transfer your farm or if you want to stop your production. You can easily mirror your fish. You can easily mirror it and prevent predators. In concrete pond, that one too, you can mold it the shape you want. Concrete pond is durable and lasts longer as compared to tarpaulin pond. Concrete pond doesn't get heat faster. It doesn't absorb heat like tarpaulin pond. And for that matter, fish grow there better. But as a beginner, I would recommend starting with tarpaulin pond. So that when you grow and you want to scale up, you can construct your concrete pond or probably earthen pond. A lot of people begin with plastic ponds. That's fine, but these ones also absorb heat faster. And if you don't put it under a shade, you are going to stress your fish. Mostly, those plastic ponds are smaller for fish to be stocked there. You only stock small amount of fish. Now, have a look at the ponds. Let's look at the source of water as the second thing. Water is life when it comes to fish. So the right source is very important. The quality of the water should be adequate for the fish, because not all water sources are good for fish. Make sure you consider that. Also consider the availability of the water. Will the water be available at all times? Because remember, you intend to produce your fish year round. If you take a place where during rainy season you have water, dry season no water, it's going to be difficult for you. But even if you get a place and the water is not that frequent, you are covered, because the recycle aqua system can help you do that. And you can install it in, and we have a course in it. You can check that one out in the description. Now, what you must also do is you need to get fish nets. The fish nets, here we are talking about handling equipment. That's the scooping net. The one that can use to manage the fish. When you overfeed your fish, you can use it to take the leftover feed. As time goes on, when you find fish that are injured or that are not healthy, you can use it to take them out of the pond. When the fish is dead, that's what you use to take it out. And more importantly, during harvesting, that's what you are going to use. So the net, we can talk about harvesting nets or handling nets, and they can do their work together. And also, we can talk about predation net, and that is what you use to cover the pond to prevent predators from accessing your pond, because fish-eating organisms descend into the fish pond and pick up the fish and consume them. So preventing them will be good, and the prevention net is good for that. What I will also consider, which is the most important thing and you must do, is fish feed and feeding equipment. You need to consider, are you going to be buying the commercial feed? And if you are going to be buying, which source of feed are you going to use? Are you going to buy the feed in bulk, or you'll be buying as you go? Consider that. And do you have the budget down? And remember, feed is said to constitute about 70% of the cost in fish production. So make sure that you have enough budget for that. And also consider supplementing it with natural or self-made feed. That way, you will be able to produce the fish with minimum cost in the fish production. The fifth, which is most important, you must also have is weighing scale. Weighing scale is important because as you keep producing your fish, once in a while, you need to measure them to know whether they are up to the market demand. If you are raising your catfish to 1 kilogram before you sell, if you don't have weighing scale, you cannot determine that. So get a good weighing scale. And we have the electronic one, which is very, very important and very, very good. I will leave a link for it in the Amazon where you can check it out. It's very good for fish farmers, and that's what I use. And also, during harvesting, it is the scale that you're going to use to measure the fish for your customers. It is very important, because if you don't have the right scale, you either cheat your customers or your customer cheats you. So getting the right scale is very important. Check the link in the description for the right scale. Now that we have looked at the essential equipment, these equipments, it will be very difficult, if not impossible, to run the farm with. Now let's look at some of the optional equipment. They will help you run the farm successful, but if you don't have them, you can still produce your fish. So please, if you have watched so far, kindly consider hitting the subscription button, like and share the video, and let it reach more fish farmers. With this equipment, it will make your farm very good and easy to run. First is flotation system, or also aquatic system. With this system, I must even say that it should even be classified as the must-have equipment. But I kept it as optional because you can still run your farm without it. However, it is very crucial in the sense that if you have it, you can use small water to produce more fish. You can save time and energy because constantly changing the water is not good. And it also helps the fish to grow better because you are adding oxygen and you are floating their insoluble particles. So flotation system is very important to have it in your farm. I have it and I'm enjoying it. You can also contact us and we can install one for you. Also, you can check the link in the description where we give you step by step how you can make your own filter system and then enroll in the course. Now, the next thing is water test kit. Of course, you can run your fish farm without water test kit. I ran my farm without it. But it is very important to always know the water parameters. The ammonia, the nitrogen, the pH level, and all these are good for the fish. But they have the amount of them that is good for them. Excessive of them is dangerous. So it's the test kit that can tell. But if you don't have it, you can observe by looking at the behavior of the fish. And that's what we do. But as a beginner, having the test kit will also help you. Yes. And if you're wondering where to get test kit, I also leave a test kit link in the description. You can check that one out on Amazon. Now the third thing you can also have is to have record keeping equipment. Record keeping is very important in fish farming. I have a comprehensive video on record keeping and how to keep records. Check that one out in the description. When you keep records, you can be able to track your progress. You can track your profit and loss. You can make adjustments. That record can help you source for funds. That record can help you do the right stocking or the right procedure when you are stocking next fish. It is also very good. And whether you're going to use physical or digital products, use having the right record keeping materials is good and can help you, though it's not compulsory. The fourth one is automatic feeders. Automatic feeders is optional. That one, you just put the feed in it and it is hanging in the pond and it drops for a fish to pick. And you can give it time. The good is that when you time it very well, it will not overfeed your fish because overfeeding is very dangerous. And it also saves you time and energy of feeding them manual. Earlier, I talked about fish equipment in the must-have ones. Because if you are feeding, you must have equipment. You can use cap or whatever to just throw the fish feed into the pond. That's the one. But these automatic feeders, you put the feed in the automatic feeder and put it on the pond and it will be giving the fish the feed at the right time. I will leave a link to, you can check that one out in the description. Now, you can also have solar panel or backup generator. This is also important if you're using electricity in your farm. If you're using recycle and aquatic system, you need electricity. So if you don't have constant power supply at your geographical location, having a generator or solar panel to help you when you run out of power or when you have power off will help you, but it's not a must. You have to have fish graders or sorting board or sorting table. This makes it possible to sort your fish according to sizes. You put the fish in there, you take the smaller ones. So having the right sorting board or sorting table or fish grading will also help you a lot in the farm. You need to also have transportation tanks, especially if you intend to sell your fish live. There are some customers who will demand live fish, especially those parties who point and kill. They want you to bring the fish alive. So you need to have containers or tanks where you can put water and harvest the fish in and transport them to wherever you are and they are still alive. So having that is optional, but it will also help you, especially if you intend to run a very big commercial farm. Also, importantly, provide biosecurity equipment or materials. Biosecurity, we can talk about disinfectants, things that will disinfect the ponds to prevent fungi or to prevent bacteria from spreading, or antibiotics to provide health or medication for the fish, or protective gears like water. Where you want to go into the pond, you can wear those water, their overall with waterproof, and go into the pond, and then it will be good for you. Or provide security measures where thieves will not get access to your pond, because a lot of time people steal from farmers. So making sure you provide security enough is good to prevent that, and also prevent predators. I talked about that earlier. So these are 8 optional things. There are others, but if you run these ones, if you have them in addition with the must-have equipment, you are going to have a successful farm. So these things, like I said, they will help you make a better farm, but not necessarily if you don't have them, you can run your farm. You can run without them, but having them is a plus. What do you think you must have in your farm? Let me know in the comment section. And if you have watched so far, I know that you are enjoying it. If you have not subscribed, consider subscription. And remember, I told you earlier that I have a bonus for you. And the bonus is that I have list of all these equipments. I have a template where I've listed, and I've even made separation, those that are compulsory indicated, those that are not indicated. I will leave that in the description. You can download the template for free of charge, and it can serve as a guide for you at any time. If you download and you consider taking any of my products, I have ebook, which is a guide from planning till harvest, a comprehensive book for beginners like you. You can consider checking that one out. Or we also have a course, which is a recycle aquatic system, that will help you to make your own flotation system. You can also check that one out. But this template is free of charge. Check that one out in the description and download it for free. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Abdulaziz Issa. Please subscribe to this channel, like and share this video. Let's reach more farmers.